We really are so delighted to have yourself, Ian and Judy, presenting to us always gold nuggets. For those of you that are new to the call, Ian and Judy are part of our GPG team. I don't even know how many countries that you have thousands of people and wonderful distributors and customers in. And yeah, and what I've learned from you and many of in my team and what you've given us here in Africa has just been really so valuable. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys. As you do come on, please just if you could mute yourselves. Yeah, looking forward to it. Over to you, Ian and Judy, live from Toronto, Canada.
Great, Karen, thank you so much. And wow, it's wonderful to see all of your faces. And I know some of you, I know Shamela, and it's a few you can't be showing your faces, but we would like on our next calls to, it's important to show your face because we really want to know who you are and get to know you, and just seeing instead of just seeing your name in a box. Mm-hmm. So and
we get to see how well the product's working. So,
yeah,
I mean, you guys all look so much younger than you did like 90 days ago.
So yes, Eva, you look wonderful. So yeah, so if we could see your faces, that would be really great. And okay, so we're going to get started. And I really encourage you to take notes. I know this call is being recorded, but like a lot of people, you don't go back to the recorded call. You might forget about it, but you have your notes. And when you start writing things down, it really does resonate with you a little better when you pick up a nugget, something that you feel you could use that will help you in your business.
So I wanted to start off, and I appreciate there are many, many languages on this call, so we will try our best to speak slowly.
That's hard.
And it's very hard for us. It gets in way of our excitement. But I do want to talk about this weekend because we're right in the middle of Black Friday. We know we're just around the corner to Cyber Monday and all the things that are happening. And today is an incredible day. Not only because it's still Black Friday and we've got great promotions going on with the founders packs and travel points, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But in about 2 hours, we've got an amazing call being hosted by Emerald Malcolm Peters, and it's going to have Wendy Lewis. And if you've never seen Wendy Lewis, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Jeunesse Global, and with Paula and Kathy. Incredible call. It will be, trust me, if you have got anybody that you have talked to Jeunesse about, you want to get them on that call. She is just, and she's the reason why we are here.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
a huge heart.
Huge heart.
That she has such warmth in her heart. And she really, what you see is what you get. So you really do want to get your contacts on that particular call.
And for us to be able to have that with Global Partners Group, just fabulous. Now, that being said, mark in your calendar Tuesday, December the 1st, Paula will be doing an interview with Randy Ray. And Randy Ray is the other half of the team. And if you haven't read his book, read it. I mean, powerful story.
You can actually order this book on your website, and I mean, I read it in a day. It's not a very big book, but oh my gosh, your heart. There's a saying that once you get into this company, it's one thing, but when the company gets into you, into your heart, oh my gosh, it's an incredible feeling.
I mean, when you listen to Wendy and then you listen to Randy, you become bulletproof, as I say. Your posturing is so strong because you understand the backbone and the foundation of this company. And then going right into December the 3rd, Judy and I are doing an opportunity call on noon on this link as well. So lots of things are going on to continue with the momentum that started, a week ago, last Wednesday. And I really want you to make sure that, you've got your calendars out. You're making your run for Dubai. Many of you are on the Dubai, some on the call here for Cabo. The Cabo, that ends January 30th. Dubai ends the end of February. So really, starting as of Tuesday, you've got a 90-day run to qualify for Dubai. And everybody on this call should be, focusing on doing whatever they're doing to make sure they're on top of the points. Because right now with the packages that we have, the founders, which are, really offered, once a year or maybe twice a year with the founders packs, we have those going on right now. And then this is specifically a call really for Africa that we were talking about today. And you guys are, I understand, probably a week away of getting that hottest product that hit into North America, hit into Europe, and that's the Alloimmune. I mean, that is an amazing product. The price point is really, really good. It's got universal mass appeal. It's Google proof. And when I say it's Google proof, you talk about aloe vera to anyone, they know about it. It's a slam dunk. It tastes amazing. And if you haven't heard the testimonial Zoom call that we did, we took about half a dozen people on our team. And after a week of using the aloe, we did a Zoom call with their testimonials. And this is posted on What's Your Story. But if any of you want the link to that, it's a great recruiting tool because the testimonials are incredible.
They are.
And this product, you'll find that why we're excited about it, much like Instantly Ageless, where it's an emotional product, where someone can see something right away, we're finding with the aloe, someone on that for 1 or 2 days feel different. And when you have an emotional product, that's going to allow someone to make a decision. And when they feel better, guess what? Now you've got a product that opens the door to our store, as they say, and they start to see all the other products that Jeunesse has. So I'm very excited for you to get the aloe. Make sure that you're demoing it. Now, on North America, every Tuesday evening around 9 o'clock, and they're recorded, and you can go and see them on Jeunesse Global North America Facebook page. But they have a special Alloimmune presentation with Chris Hardy, who is the manufacturer. And you'll get to learn how powerful this product is. And they always have testimonials as well. But if you want to see some GPG ones of people from North America, only after 1 week, check out What's Your Story.
The one thing I'll say before I just start on a few other things I want to talk about is that Alloimmune, boy, you will sleep like you've never slept before.
And dream in Technicolor.
And dream in Technicolor for sure. And the reason being, if you're taking the AM and the PM, at night you're taking the PM, and then you're taking, the Alloimmune before you go to bed. Now, understand that, Chris Hardy, stated that this product, the aloe, will help absorb your nutrients, your vitamin, like other nutrients, but specifically your vitamin B, your vitamin E, and what was the other one? And your vitamin C.
B12.
Yeah. B12. Yeah. But those were the studies that were done just on those 3 particular vitamins. But think about this. He said that it will help absorb nutrients into your body up to 300%.
300%.
300%. Now, guys.
Not 3%, not 30.
300%.
So if you, and this is why you dream in Technicolor, 3D, whatever you want to do it, because you know how powerful that PM is. And I think Africa just got AM and PM. So I don't know if you guys haven't had the experience of trying AM and PM. Wait till you try with aloe.
I've always had a hard time sleeping, getting up in the middle of the night, just not going back to sleep. I'll tell you guys, your testimonials, I cannot wait for you to let us know how this product has worked for you. It really is that extraordinary.
Yeah. Remember, facts tell,
stories sell.
And so you really want to start collecting the testimonials because, I mean, we've seen how powerful Instantly Ageless is, and it's the before and after pictures. I mean, those stories sold. People really don't care what the ingredients are. No. They want to know, hey, will it work on me? And then they see pictures and they see what happened. Think about this. Now you're ingesting a product that has been around for thousands of years, yet it is so pure and it's so powerful, and it tastes amazing, which is really important, and it works. And we're finding people are getting results within 24, 36, 48 hours, which is phenomenal.
You know, I want to talk about a number of things tonight. You know, I know there are some new people, and I welcome you to this incredible company and this incredible team. And you know, I want to talk to all of you about, you know, your business, in building your business and can you put her on mute? Him or her? Thank you. Getting you to where you really want to be in your life, in your business, but in your life. You know, I want you all to really, you know, that we're serious. We are so serious about this business because it's changed our lives in such a dramatic way. And not just us, but it's, if you take a look at people in this company, in the industry, you know, people are making millions, hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars a year here, a year. And if you're not happy with where you are, if you're not happy with your life, if you're not happy with the income where you're living, you know, the fact that you can't put your kids in the best schools, live in a nice area, drive a nice car, being able to really do what you want to do, help your community, help your church, whatever it is, you can do it here. And you want to take this dead seriously, because we're going to be talking with you tonight about a business, a dead serious business that will really change your life. Now, there's going to be people in your business that are going to be, you know, they have full-time jobs, but they're going to be putting full-time effort into their business with their full-time job. So, you know, it's always on their mind, their goals on their mind, their futures on their mind. What if, you know, it's constantly on their mind. They're full-timers. They take this business so seriously that their mind is like a sponge. They're learning everything. They're registering everything. They're writing everything down. They're looking at the recordings. They're looking in the back office. They're looking at all the videos. They're examining J-Mobile, how to utilize that, you know, how to overcome some of the difficulties in their business by speaking to their support team, either if it's not their sponsor, their support team, their upline. You have a phenomenal upline of $1 million income earners. You have an upline of people who've developed hundreds of thousands of distributors all over the world with over 30 years experience. So you really want to utilize what we all, and I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about other people within the company, other people within your upline support team. And then so you'll have your full-timers. Then you'll have your part-timers. You know, they do this business part-time. You know, all they want to do is make an extra couple of $100 a month. Maybe they just want to buy the product, you know, get it at a great discount, maybe tell the odd person about it. They're part-time. They're, you know, their dreams are part-time dreams. They're not thinking of the future. They're not thinking of, wow, I could really build this and have an incredible life and help my family and community. They don't think like that. Then you have your sometimers. Don't you love that? Sometimers sounds like a disease. Sometimers. Your sometimers, and your sometimers are people I don't want to work with. And I'm being very upfront with all of you. The reason being, we have an opportunity here that's changing lives in such an important way. In such an important way. I don't have time. You don't have time to work with some timers. And some timers are, well, okay, well, there's this promotion. Yeah, well, I'll catch the third promotion this year and maybe, you know, I'll order it, or I'll approach a few people tonight. Oh no, there's a movie on. I think I'll sit down and watch a show. You know, I cannot work with people who do not take their life seriously. So I want to talk to all of you about a few things that we have done and that, you know, that have helped us, but have helped other people. We want to talk about things that work. This is a numbers game. And really, your business will grow quickly depending on not just the quantity of people you have in your business, but the quality of people you have in your business. You want to surround yourself and create an organization of people that are serious, that are not going to waste your time. People that will just, they're either going to do this with or without you. You need to put that person on mute. They're going to do this business with or without you. When we started, we didn't our sponsor was my cousin. Love her, but she didn't have the credibility. She didn't know what she was doing. And she didn't have the people skills to really help us. I mean, we didn't grow with her. So we took it upon ourselves to drive 5 hours every weekend or every second weekend with our young children in the car. Thank goodness our parents lived in Toronto. We lived 5 hours or 4.5, 5 hours away. We dropped the kids off at our parents and we'd attend a conference early in the morning in Toronto. And we'd get there early because we wanted to sit in the front row. Because when someone said to me, Judy, these rents, you're sitting in the millionaires section. I thought, yes, I am. We sat in the front row or nearest to the front as we could possibly get to listen to these successful people who were doing it, who were talking about how they did it, talking with us to the whole audience, what to avoid, the pitfalls to avoid. So that's what we're here for. You know, we've been through it all. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what we want to express to you all is an amazing life is available to each and every one of you. But these are a few things you do want to avoid. You want to avoid people who are negative. I call them negatoids. You want to avoid people who are complainers and whiners. If someone comes up to me and says, well, my sponsor doesn't do this, my sponsor doesn't do that, I'll say, well, so what? If it's to be, it's up to me. You want to say that. I really believe it's to be, but it's up to me. Not my sponsor, not my upline support team. In our last few businesses that we were involved in, we didn't have an upline. Our sponsor quit. But if it's to be, it was up to us to become leaders, even though we didn't know what we were doing. We became extremely teachable, extremely coachable. Thank goodness you have the internet today, because you have a lot of amazing people on YouTube who have incredible trainings, very successful people from other companies. You'll pick up a lot of good tips from these people. I subscribe to the Direct Sales News. There's a Networking Times. You know, if you're a nurse or a doctor or a dental hygienist or an accountant or whatever, an architect, whatever you are, you have what is called an industry magazine, an industry publication of a magazine that you get every month or every quarter or whatever it is, because you want to keep up to date on your industry. You want to keep up to date on the training. You want to keep up to date on the latest thing. Well, I subscribe to these magazines because I want to know what's going on in my industry. The training has been absolutely phenomenal. The last 2 issues of the Direct Sales News was incredible. It had article after article after article on the industry that we are all in, the direct sales network marketing industry, on the customer, how to focus in on the customer, how to make the customer experience, an exceptional one, how to recruit, how to handle objections. So, you really want to, are you in this full-time, part-time, or sometimes?
Be in the game.
You got to be in the game. So, as I said, it's a numbers game. You want to learn how to employ yourself. There are a lot of people who come into this business and they're clueless about how to employ themselves. And I want you to think about this. If you were to invest, this is how you employ yourself. If you were to invest $250,000 out of your own pocket, your own bank account, or 100,000 or whatever that huge number is in your head. If you were to take that money out of your own personal savings account, or even better, if you were to take that money out of your children's educational fund, like there was a distributor who's a triple diamond or double diamond right now who did that, Sandy Nee.
Borrowed the money from her child's educational fund to start her business because she did not have the funds. And today she is a double diamond.
And the thing about Sandy is, Sandy was brand new to the industry. She had no idea what she was doing, but she was so determined and she was so committed to doing what she had to do to make this work. She said she was so afraid to do this. She couldn't believe, she didn't tell anyone she did this. But to take money out of her child, I mean, that is a commitment. And now she's a double diamond, making, you know, millions a year. That's unbelievable. That's the commitment you really want to have. So think about it. You know, think about taking the money and put out of your pocket, out of your bank account, out of your child, whatever it is, out of your child's bank account, or their savings or educational fund or your retirement fund. What would you do every single day to be successful? What would you do? You wouldn't call someone like myself and say, well, I spoke to so-and-so, what video do I send them? If one more person asks me, what video do I send people? I'm going to scream, because there is a back office called J Mobile that has all the videos that are available to you to send people. And you need to look at every single one, because if you're speaking with someone, you'll think, oh, I got to send them that video. That would be the perfect video. You don't have to call your upline support team and say, what video do I send them? Also, business from home, we've had a lot of training. That business from home article is third-party testimonial. Remember, testimonials sell and facts tell. Facts tell, testimonials sell. So, or stories sell. So you really, that business from home article, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you want to download the business from home, BFH app, and just put in where it says search Jeunesse, not Jeunesse Global, just Jeunesse. And all these amazing articles, third-party articles on all the trophies they've won, who the company is. I send that with every single video I send out. So, you know, if you have people in your organization that say, well, I don't know what video to send her. What video do I send her? What video do I send him? I don't know. You know, I don't have that relationship with that person. You do. You know, who are they? What's their hot button? What are they looking for in life? What do they do for a living? Are they product oriented, or are they business oriented? Are they, you know, do they want to help people? I would say, you know, do they, you know, would they love the Jeunesse Kids video? Would they love the travel video? You know, maybe travel's really important to them. Maybe that really excites them and gets them going. Then send them the travel video along with the business from home article. So if someone in your organization comes up to you and says to you, oh, Karen, I don't know what video should I send? You know that they haven't looked at the videos in their back office. There's so much available here. The website's fantastic. Your J Mobile's unbelievable. Just unbelievable. How many did we send out? Videos did we send out the other day?
57.
We sent out 57 videos through J Mobile and our back office and our leads. 57. And you can personalize it. You can text it to them. You can email it to them and say, hey, Joe, I thought of you. You know, check this out. Is unbelievable. Let's chat later. Because I knew they were into the affiliate program. So I sent them the affiliate video, which is fabulous.
And if you're not familiar with the J Mobile platform, we're not going to do a training on this here, but I mean, everything's in your back office to learn, but give you an idea. We sent a video to this lady here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it shows that she opened it. It was on the affiliate program, which we have in North America. And it shows that she watched it, but more importantly, it even tells you what platform and what did she watch it on. She watched it on a desktop computer. And so it shows that she watched it 100%.
She watched it twice.
Watched it twice. So when we follow up, we already know that she's watched it. We don't have to say, hey, did you watch the video? No.
And never ask that question, by the way, and I'll tell you, I'll say, you know, so what you want to do is you really want to familiarize yourself. 57 videos and emails that we sent out last week. Some I texted, some I did through video or through email. And after you send those to them, I follow up immediately.
You know as soon as they open it.
You don't wait. Remember that sense of urgency? You have to make a payment on that money you just took out of your pocket. So you want to follow up and you want to say to them, don't ever, 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 ever say, did you watch it? You say, because you're creating a sense of urgency. You're excited. You're so excited. You say, wasn't that unbelievable? I sent you that video. Wasn't that unbelievable? I don't care if they've opened it or not. Well, I do know because it's going to tell me if they opened it or not on J Mobile, if I sent it through J Mobile. Wasn't that incredible, Joanne? Now you know I was thinking of you, or oh my gosh, wasn't that fantastic? If now you know, now you know I was thinking of you. If they said, oh Judy, I didn't watch it, or if they say if you didn't get a response from them, you still follow up and you say, wasn't that incredible? Because they don't know that I would get a response on my J Mobile that they looked at it or not. And if they looked at it, I'll still say the same thing. Wasn't that incredible? And if they say, oh, I haven't watched it yet, I'll say, oh, Joanne, my gosh. Okay, well, listen, can you watch it now? I'll give you a call in, it's just 4 minutes, or it's just 3 minutes. I'll give you a call back in about 20 minutes. Would that work for you? You have to create a sense of urgency in your business.
Make it important to them.
Make it important to them. And the last thing is, in making this really important and finding out who is interested in your business. It's called and some of you have heard this, those of you that are new, I'm sure you haven't used this, but it's super important. And it's called the first mover advantage. And if they say, well, Judy, I haven't looked at the video, I say, oh, Joanne, you got to check it out, because I mean, there's some significant things going on with this company. I have a lot of people looking right now. Our company is growing by leaps and bounds. And man, we'd have a blast together building this. Create the excitement, the fun, the sense of urgency, the fear of loss. So it's called first mover advantage. You want to say this to every single person that hasn't made their mind up yet. That's why this is a numbers game. You need to get as many out as possible. And you want to say to that person, hey, Joanne, wasn't that an incredible video? Yeah, Judy, yeah, it was. What interested you most, the product or the opportunity? I always ask that, because if I start talking about the business and they're not interested in the business, all they're interested in is the product, I've wasted my time. I don't want to waste my breath. I want to get to the point. Wasn't that incredible? What did you like best? Was it the business or the product? And well, both. Fantastic. Or if they say the product, I'll say which one in particular. And then what I may do is send them the YouTube video on the Dr. Amsalong on that particular product, or a video on that particular product, or testimonial on that particular product. And then I keep going. Then I say, Bob, wasn't that an incredible video? So I go to all of them. And what I do see every single time, because you don't want to waste your time. We're in a hurry here. We're in a hurry to pay that money off that that loan off that you just took out of your pocket, your children's education fund that you pulled out of your pocket. And you say to them, Joe, I have a lot of people looking at this. Seriously, this company is growing by leaps and bounds. You're creating the sense of urgency. It is growing so quickly. There's a lot of exciting things going on. As you know, our product's backed by solid science. Our products are significantly, use a power word, significantly changing lives here. This stuff works. And I have a lot of people looking at it. And you know, if this is something that is of interest to you, I'd love to work with you. But if this is of interest to you, all the people that are going to be coming in my business, from customers and people who want to really build this, will be going in your business. And 100% of that volume will count for you. And it would be, this is a clincher, and it would be such a shame to miss this. Wait for their response. Well, Judy, I need some more information. Well, okay, then I'll say, well, what type of information do you need before you can make a decision? Key. What information do you need before you make a decision? And you've got to give them a time limit. Say, well, look, I'm speaking to a lot of people over the next day. When will you be making your decision? Or I need to know, Joe, before 8 o'clock tomorrow night, because I have people coming in. Now, only say that if you really do. So you've got, and what it's all about, guys, is creating a sense of urgency and creating a fear of loss, but creating excitement for their future. Joe, people are making a lot of money here. The company's, is winning all these awards, this Business of the Year award. They've won over 700 awards. The product, yes, the product is that good. They say, well, I need to do some more research. I'll say, fine, next. I'll move on. Don't try and convince anyone. If someone says to you, you need to convince me, I say to them, oh, Joe, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm not in the convincing business. It's not what I do. I take it away from people. I'll say, this is not what I do. I said, you know what? And sometimes I've said to people, you know what, Joanne, obviously this business is not for you. You take it away from them and say, look, I'm here. Let me know, if this is something that's of interest to you in the future, just let me know. Love to work with you. Bye-bye. I don't want to waste my time, but it is a numbers game. And the more people you contact, figure it out. You've got to become resourceful. You have to become resourceful. And if you don't know, say, well, I don't have anyone. I don't know anyone. I don't, how did you get all those 57 names? How am I going to send them out? Well, go on to Facebook, go online, look in the newspaper or online. Look at how many real estate agents are out there, or what area, what sector of business is having, especially today, especially retail. In today's times, retail. How many people are having a tough time? Send it out and say, hey, Joe, I noticed your picture on Facebook or LinkedIn, or I have an old business card of yours, or whatever it is. I have something that may be of interest to you.
May or not be.
May or may not be of interest. You say, hey, it may be of interest to you. I don't know. But I'd like you to check this out. This people just like you are making significant income here. Let's chat. And that's it. But you've got to be doing it. You have to take, we learned this very early on. We're almost out of time. We are out of time. Very early on and I want you to write this down in big bold letters and put it on your wall in big black magic marker.
Or lipstick.
Yeah. And say, massive action equals massive results. Massive action equals massive results, not 1 or 2 a day. Well, yeah, I contacted a couple of people last week, or I talked to 2 people today. No, when we first started our career, the guy that is a 90 million, I think he's got to be $100 million man by now. He's made close to $100 million in this industry. His name is Jeff Roberti. And he used to say, you got to call 30 to 40 people a day. 30 to 40 people a day. So, if you can't call 30 or 40 people a day, maybe you're just doing 2, up it to 10 people. Or if you can't, if you're doing 1 a day, up it to 5 a day.
How many texts can you send through J Mobile?
How many? Yeah. To take a look at your Facebook, or take a look at, the online newspaper in your area and outside of your area. I want you to start thinking globally instead of locally. There are no borders here, guys. Start thinking, who do I know in France? Who do I know in Canada? Who do I know in Switzerland? Who do I know in Norway? Who do I know in India? Who do I know?
Who knows people who know?
Who do I know and if you don't, who do I know that may know people, and make it worth their while? Say, Joe, I know this business is not for you. You already told me, but I know the type of people who I'm looking for, people who would like to earn an extra few $1,000s a month, or even build a really great business, an international distribution network. So you really need to make it a point to up the ante, so to speak, because guys, just in closing, there's so much money here. There's so much money here. If it takes you a couple of years, but it shouldn't, if you attract this with a sense of urgency. There's no reason why each and every one of you cannot make it here, cannot get to the sapphire, cannot get to the ruby, cannot get to the emerald level. There's so much here. This company we've been in this industry over 30 some odd years. Good enough. 30 some odd years. And we have never in our entire lives have we ever seen a company like this. We've been waiting over 30 years for this company. They have the best story in town. The marketing plan's exceptional. The awards they've won is amazing. You have owners with huge hearts who are there to help and support you. And you have an upline support team here. We're here to help you, but you have got to get engaged. You've got to take this seriously. And all of you should know J Mobile by the back of your hand. So if you don't, you can't do anything wrong. Go back there, click on Share Jeunesse, look at everything on Share Jeunesse, look everything J Mobile. It's unbelievable.
Different languages.
In all different languages, the tools that are available to you. So think globally. If there's anything we can do to help, we have so much here. We have boxes and boxes and boxes of training over the years. that, you know, we have taken from going to, I mean, just incredible conferences over our whole entire career. And there's so much that we can talk about, but I think I've covered maybe, you know, some of the most important ones. Change your thinking, change your thoughts, change the way you think about your future, the way you think about this business, and that will change your life. So thank you. And if there's anything we can do, back to you, Karen.
Fantastic. Love that, guys. Was that not absolutely brilliant? Love the practicality you've brought. In fact, if you can give Ian and Judy a couple of hundreds or hearts or anything in the comments, it'll be so great. While you're talking, you got me looking quickly at, there are 61 videos.